Hey guys, welcome back to the State Champs studio for another edition of State Champs Women's Hangtime. I'm your host, Elizabeth Coon, here with our basketball analyst, Lexi Ayala. We had another exciting week of basketball this week.
Liz, I mean, come on, 1,000-point scores, comeback, underdog wins. This was a big week of high school hoops.
Yeah, let's waste no time. Let's get right into our first game, Stony Creek at Clarkston. Clarkston took the dub 33-29, but this game wasn't always in Clarkston's hands.
Yeah, Stony Creek started off with a 10-0 run. That's before Clarkston even got a point on the board in this game. And that is just iconic for Clarkston to come back and never give up in this game. Ellie Roback, just a freshman, shout out to her. She looks more than comfortable on the court. She moves well off the ball, within the offensive sets, and she also pushes the ball up the floor in transition, keeps her eyes up for streakers, and makes crispy full court passes in transition. And I love the way that Roback was just out there having fun with it, celebrating like the guys do. Come on, the girls need a little bit of that flamboyancy as well. Stony Creek's guard, Sarah LaPrairie, though, she was outstanding in this game. 18 points, a wonderful three-point shooter, always has those hands and feet ready, finds those hula hoops within the defense. Just wasn't enough for Clarkston's comeback.
Next up, Rockford headed to Holland West Ottawa. They took the win 61-47. Lexi, we saw some total team basketball. Why is that important on the court?
Well, for example, West Ottawa's guard Chelsea Overby and guard Gabby Reynolds combined for 45 of the team's 47 points. That's outstanding, right? But they still get the loss, West Ottawa, because it's Rockford who is playing amazing team basketball. Anna Wypit, she's so strong down low, she embraces contact. She's a good inside-outside type of player. And Anna's sister, Alyssa Wypit, she was super hot from beyond the arc, hitting threes all game long. However, even when she was driving in, she was always keeping her eyes up, looking for those other three-point shooters along the arc. There were 12 made three-pointers in this game. That's great team basketball.
Next, we head over to Grand Rapids Christian as they hosted Lowell. Lowell's Braxton Baker got her 1,000th career points, but it wasn't enough to pull this one off.
And Braxton, girl, I feel your pain. I got my 1,000 points in a loss too, and she had 20 points in this game, so you tore it up. It's an amazing accomplishment, whether there's a loss or not. However, for Grand Rapids Christian, I'm sorry, I'm going to apologize firsthand right now. I haven't been giving your team enough credit. Some big wins on this season, and in the game over Lowell, guard Caitlin LaRue stepped up big time for a game-high 25 points. She was hitting from deep, streaking and running the floor in transition. She's good off the bounce and into the lane. And then point guard Sophie Holst, she's a really strong point guard who can bully her way into the paint, force defense to collapse and hit players when they're hot. And you can't stand off her on D. She's still got a dagger from deep.
We want to give a shout out to Portland St. Patrick's head coach Al Straubing, securing his 700th career win. He got that win Thursday night against Morris. What an accomplishment. He is definitely going down in those history books. Congratulations. We're going to take a quick timeout and check in with our third member of the team, Carol Lyles, with this week's Chalk Talk.
You mentioned earlier your two girls going to play at the next level, Maya White, Grand Valley, and Fran DiNardo, Concordia. I mean, what does that feel like as a coach, knowing that you help prepare them to go play at that next level?
Yeah, that's something that, we kind of check in with our players, at some point. If we feel they have the ability to play at the next level, do they have the interest or desire to do so? And if they do, then, I certainly want to help them if they want me to be involved in that recruiting process. And it's always good. I think it's good for a program to have players move on to the next level. Maya going to Grand Valley. Grand Valley is one of the elite D2 programs in the country. So that's a great reward for her for all her hard work, both at Mercy and she puts in a lot of time outside of what we do.
To catch that whole interview, go over to our State Champs YouTube page. All you need to do is search State Champs Net. All right, we're going to check in now with Big Lexi's Big Ten. Our top five remain the same, but there was some movement in the bottom five. So what do we have going on?
First of all, I'm sorry, Lowell, and I'm sorry, West Ottawa. Those two are out of Big Lexi's Big Ten. Lowell had two back-to-back losses last week, and after Holland West Ottawa's loss to Rockford, they got out of Big Lexi's Big Ten as well. However, they can definitely get back in it if we see some more pitching in from the role players.
And we have two teams making it back into your top 10, one of those being East Grand Rapids. Why did they get back into your top 10?
Well, first of all, the whole reason I kicked East Grand Rapids out of Big Lexi's Big Ten is because they were beat by Grand Rapids Christian. However, after I realized that this Christian team was a no-joke type of team, I had to give credit where credit's due. And second of all, East Grand Rapids, Michigan commit Macy Brown, she has been outstanding. In the win over Lowell, one of my ranked teams, she dropped 32 points and pulled down 13 boards. Are you kidding me? That's iconic. Back in the top 10 you go.
And another fan favorite, West Bloomfield. Why are they in Big Lexi's Big Ten?
West Bloomfield's back at it in the Big Ten. I never even wanted to take them out of there, but the loss to Arbor Prep made me look at them a little bit sideways. However, forward Sydney Hendricks, she's been stepping up huge. We talk all the time about India and Summer Davis, the Davis twins, Michigan State commits. They're consistent as all heck. They've been playing game in and game out wonderfully, but Hendricks has stepped up, and her sister, Kendall Hendricks, is back in these games after overcoming an injury. So everything's just clicking on all cylinders right now for this team. They also just beat Cass Tech 71-41. West Bloomfield deserves to be in Big Lexi's Big Ten.
Be sure to check out those entire rankings on the State Champs Women website.
And you have to check it out because we only talked about Big Lexi's Big Ten here. But remember, this is the 20th anniversary of State Champs. So we got a Super 20 on the State Champs W website. Be sure to check it out and see if your team made it. And if I don't have your team, let me know if you think they belong on that list.
And for next week, we know we've got a big snowstorm coming, but you can bet State Champs is going to be getting all of those highlights. So make sure you guys tune in next week for the State Champs Hangtime Show.
State Champs Hangtime is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Visit ltuathletics.com and recruit yourself. Hangtime is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner of the MHSAA. The Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's Athlete of the Year Awards. Applications are being accepted now until March 6, 2023 for the male and female high school athletes of the year. Check out previous winners and download the application today at dacathleteoftheyear.com. And the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. Find out more at bcam.org.